I kind of think we're all sort of at the point where if we're choosing to further our education at this level, it's because we want to be set up for lifelong learning. And I think one of the biggest ways of doing that is to take the plunge and be brave and courageous and dive into the original languages. For me personally, that's why I chose this, even though it was an elective. And honestly, from the perspective of someone who has never really had an affinity or a quick grasp of foreign languages, and for someone that sort of struggles through some of those mechanics just because it's a little harder, I'm definitely glad I took the class. Because it's an elective, sometimes that means it's even just a closer class. And then everyone else that's in there is also taking the plunge and being brave. So we're all sort of in it together when we take it. Certain words you quickly realize have a completely different meaning. So even though an English translation might do a really good job translating it, understanding the Hebrew is really different. So I guess one example would be the idea of presence. In Hebrew, it's the word for face. It's like physical face, but it has such a deeper theological meaning. So the face of God isn't just the face of God. It really does have this weighty sense of the presence of God, because it's something personal about God. So that's definitely something. That's just an example. Another one is word order. Quickly, I think one of the first few syntax things we learn is in Hebrew, the words you put first are the ones that you want everyone to focus on. So right away, like, is that a verb? Why is that verb first? Why is that noun first instead? And that instantly keys into some meaning that the English can't really capture as well. I guess one advice I'd give is it's going to be hard, but I think it's worth it long term. Already, I'm seeing just my devotional reading changing. Getting to spend some time in the Hebrew language is huge. And not only that, but their language in particular is so intricately connected with the way they thought, and it's a world that's just so unfamiliar to me, who's a 21st century Western American reading scripture. So I got a lot out of the class. I really encourage it as an elective because I think that it really will set you up for lifelong studying of scripture. And not only that, but the class is fun too.